Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Matthew, the designer and developer. This is my YouTube channel, Corel Design, where I teach coding and user interface design. This is a part 2 of this video. Okay, this is an image that we took from the internet. I didn't design this, but I wanted to some sort of do a clone of this since this looks beautiful. Okay, obviously the challenge that we have first is we don't have this font. If you want to know the trick on how do you get this font or at least a similar font, this one, I've got a video that explained this in detail. Just check this Corel Draw series so that you can get a font. So in that magic trick that we have used, this is the font that we got. As you can see, it's close to this one. Okay, so in order for us to check if obviously to check for correctness and see if we are almost like we've managed to get this effect as it is, I am not going to use my name or a different name. I'm just going to use this stroke as it is, but the techniques that I'm going to apply, obviously you can use them, you can apply them using your own whatever name or whatever text. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay, I think this picture, it's from Text Studio. I think maybe Text Studio, it's a certain maybe company or something. Okay, so this was the original picture. This one is a picture that I did that has got some different some sort of high contrast. I did some changes here, but now this is popping than this one. I think I like this one more. Okay, okay, this was the original picture. Okay, so let's take this one. Let's just remove this one. Okay, guys, so this is our stroke. Okay, now we need to analyze this picture. Okay, let me duplicate this so that I can always have a copy, and then let me just double click here. This is one of the tricks that I teach in this series. Okay, you just double click to get that, and then let me copy this blue, not as it is obviously, but just as a base, something to work on. Okay, as you can see, what I'm going to do, I'm going to lock this blue because I don't want to shift it. Lock it. As you can see, I can't move it. And then let's make this white. Okay, the first thing that I want to look for here or try to do, okay, is to check the angle. Okay, is to check the angle. As you can see, this, it's more like at an angle a little bit. Okay, that's what I have to check first. Okay, I think it will help me. Okay, let's see, this is more like it. Okay, let's check what else which is at an angle. As you can see, not really this one. Okay, 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 let me just make this 0 to see if this one looks straight. Not really, somewhat like it. Okay, so this one, it has changed. Maybe it might happen it's not at an angle, but it has been rotated. Okay, I think they've played around with the rotation a little bit. So what we are going to do now from this, let's make sure that these are individual, some sort of letters. So by pressing Control K, meaning that now we've got some sort of these as individual letters. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to rotate this E, okay, a little bit, so that it can be bouncy. Okay, so that it can give me that 3D kind of an effect. Okay, because remember, it's the one that is in the edge, so it can show this 3D kind of a thing. Okay, okay, and then I'm going to play around with this S also. Okay, okay, so that it can give me some sort of an illusion of what can I say, 3D kind of a thing. Okay, because now if it's plain like this, it's not going to give me exactly what I want. Okay, so what I'm going to do, let me just duplicate it. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, let me make it gray. Okay, I think this is better. Okay, and what I'm going to do now, I'm going to use an envelope. Okay, I'm going to use an envelope. This S must be uh, reshaped in such a way that it's bigger on top and it's smaller here. Okay, let me just show you what I mean. Something like this. Okay, this is what we are trying to achieve. Something like this. Duplicate, make this small. Okay, as you can see, we are trying to achieve something like this. Okay, okay, let me just fix my screen here. Sorry for that. Okay, happy with this. Make this small. Okay, we are trying to achieve something like this. Okay, make this what? Make it white. Okay, Control G. Okay, let's see if we can use this as a reference. Okay, and then what we are going to do, let's make this a curve, convert this to a curve, because now it's a font, something that you can type on like this. Now let's make it a curve so that it can be a shape. Okay, now it's a shape, something that you cannot type. Let me bring that white back, and then I'm going to use an envelope. Okay, going to use an envelope. Let me go here. Where is an envelope? Here is an envelope. Okay, but not on this one, on this. Okay, and then in using this envelope, let me use this as a guideline. Okay, let's see if it can help us as a guideline to achieve what we want to achieve. Okay, or something similar to it. So I'm going to, let me lock this one so that I cannot shift it. And then let's use this on an envelope. Okay, now let me remove these points because they might some sort of disturb me. And yeah, let me remove this point for now until further notice. This one and this one. Okay, now let's see. Also, let me bring this as a reference. Okay, what I can also do, let me just Control D, duplicate this, and let me crop this S so that this S alphabet. Okay, because if I'm just not specifying that, I might mean something else, which we don't do that in this channel. Okay, sorry for that. Okay, crop. I want to crop only this first alphabet. Something is just not right. It's fine if things are not going like the way we want. There are always alternatives. Okay, okay, there are always alternatives. Okay, we're not going to sit and cry about the cropping on Corel Draw that doesn't want to work. We are too old for that. Okay, at least we've been in the game for some time. Okay, let's continue. As you can see, okay, so going to use this tool. Okay, 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 guys, I hope you understand and get what I'm trying to do. Okay, I hope you get what I'm trying to do. Okay, we want to create a certain illusion here. Okay, a certain illusion. And remember, I need to look for that code on how to copy art. Okay, I always misquote it. I know I'm misquoting it, but the code just says that when you are copying, you don't copy professional copying or copying somebody's art. You don't copy the whole thing. Okay, you just copy the structure, how it has been done. So that's what we are doing here. Okay, it's not like we are creating a duplicate of this. Okay, and then let's make the bottom a little bit smaller. Okay, make the bottom a little bit smaller. Okay, okay, envelope again. Make the top part a little bit bigger at the same time. Okay, guys, I'm happy with this. Okay, I'm happy with this. Okay, I hope it's going to give us that illusion. Okay, as you can see, I have worked with this part, the last part, and the first part. Okay, okay, because this first and the last part, these are the alphabet that has got the potential of giving us this effect of a 3D. As you can see, these ones, they are just normal plain alphabet like this one, but these ones we need to some sort of work on them so that they can give us this illusion. So that's what we were doing here. Okay, also let's land it a little bit like this. Okay, okay, and then I need to move it back a little bit so that I can some sort of give a room for everything that is going to take place here. Okay, there must be some sort of a breathing space. Okay, I think when can someone, okay, this is fine. When can you do this type of work? I don't think you can do this type of work just for doing it, for showing off your skills. Maybe when somebody wants a logo type, which is a text kind of a logo, you can do this because as you can see that it demands a lot of attention, so you can't just do it for only for repeating it and doing it again. It's something that you do once and that's it. Okay, so guys, I think I'm happy with the structure of this. Okay, I'm sorry for zooming in and out. Sorry for that. I need to have a reference. Okay, okay, I'm happy with this. So what we can do here, okay, let's just group everything. What else are we going to do? The first thing that we need to do, let's create a contour around these. Okay, I think you know by now. We go here. Okay, let's just create the contour. Okay, left click. Okay, am I clicking the right thing? Looks like I'm not. Okay, did I convert this to curve? Control C, everything. Okay, I've converted this to curve. Okay, let's click the contour, click on it. Yes. Okay, 100%. This is the contour. As you can see, it's black. This is where you change it. Okay, so what I want to know is how big my contour is. Okay, I can do that by checking the width, this width from here to here. Okay, from here to here. Oh, okay, let's check the width. The width is 3. Okay, let's make our contour to be like that. Okay, click your contour again, come here. This is a 6. Let's make it 3 point something. Okay, it looks like it's a bit smaller. Okay, let me just make it 4. Okay, just 4. Not really, because we still are going to have this effect. Okay, so I think I am blinded by this part. That's why it was looking smaller. I think the contour is fine at 3 because we are still going to have some 3D effects here. Okay, I'm happy with that. And then as you can see, this contour, okay, it's not what can I say? It's some sort of not on top. It's a little bit on top, but it's more on the bottom, or it shows clearly at the bottom. So what we are going to do for now, this text and the contour, they are locked together. So we need to press Control K. Let's make sure we've pressed the contour, Control K, so that the shape of the contour can move on its own. Okay, still it's not okay. Control K. Okay, let's click the contour only. As you can see, we can move the contour only. Okay, so what are we going to do now? Okay, the next step is to play a little trick and a little game. Okay, let's hide this contour on this part. Okay, let's hide it on this part. Something like this. Let me delete this. Okay, let me just, sorry, undo. Let me Yeah, delete this like this. Let's hide it on this part. Okay. We're creating an illusion here of a 3D. Okay. Then let's make sure that it curves nicely. Okay. More like it was going to start from here and then it was going to curve nicely, as you can see. Okay. Okay. I'm happy about that. And then let's also sort this out. Okay. Happy about that. Okay, let's hide it here on this T, reveal a little, and on this, reveal a little. Okay, remember, we are not like creating this as is, okay? This is the interesting thing about art, okay? You don't have to create it as is, okay? Okay, let me lock this here and remove this one here, okay? So we don't have to create it as is, as in exactly. So that's what I like about art. Okay, it's not on top, it's not there at all. Let's just shift it. Okay, let's just shift this a little bit. Something like this. Okay. And remember, this text is not exactly the same as that one. Okay. Okay. Okay, so whatever that we are trying to do here, we are trying to create this 3D illusion. Okay. And also we are adding some sort of a texture and depth into our art. Okay. So that it cannot just be a plain simple thing. Okay. That's what we are doing here. Okay. So for now, we will do what we think is right and we will adjust accordingly later. Okay. In terms of K, we don't know much. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Make it a little bit smaller. Okay. Undo. Just leave it like that. On E and then okay, I hope you get the idea here. Okay. I think if this could be here, that could be fine. Okay, guys, you get the idea. Okay. So now we are done with that effect. Let's lift it up a little bit. Okay, I'm happy with this. Okay. This is too much. Okay, guys, I'm happy with this. Now, what we want to do, let's sample the color so that our design can take shape. Okay, so that we can some sort of see where we are going. Okay, let's sample this. Okay, so in case there is a mistake that we are not happy with, so that we can some sort of make some adjustments. Okay. Okay. And then now let's get into the fun part. How do we create this? Okay. How do we create this? And then the other thing that I'm noticing is that the corners are not like 100% straight. And also, okay, something that I've missed. Okay, something that I've missed. My apologies about that. As you can see, even the alphabets, like these, they are more like 3D in a way. Okay, which is something that I have missed because I was only concentrating on this part, of which we should have started here. Okay, we should have started here. That's not much of a problem. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Maybe we can achieve this. It's not necessarily a 3D, but a contour. Okay, contour with some effect. Okay, we will deal with that one later. Then let's work on this 3D. As you can see that this is more like, what can I say? There are some curves around it. It's not like 100% straight. Okay, let's quickly work on that. Okay, let's quickly work on that. Make it curvy. Obviously, I'm not going to some sort of get everything into details. Remember, here I'm showing you the technique, okay? Something that you can apply in your own design and other things, okay? So it's not like we are copying it as it is, but I'm just showing you how would I go about doing this, okay? Of which I believe you might have your own technique. Chances are it might be better than this one, but in this channel we are not about which one is better. We are all about solving the problem. Okay, so you will take what you think might work for you and then add it with your own flavor and your own design skills, as long as we are going to get the client happy, and at the end of the day you are going to get paid, or you might get a job. I will be happy with that. Okay, we are just trying to make it some sort of look alike. Okay, look like that one, so that it cannot be some sort of sharp 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 all of it. Okay, now I'm a bit lazy about doing these curve. Let me try something different. I hope it's going to work. Okay, this is what I'm going to use. Okay, I hope it's going to work. Let me just type 3. Okay, let me type true. 100%. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do something like, not really, let me type 1. Okay, I'm just gonna erase it and change it from there and some sort of edit it. Okay, this is what I want to do. Okay, and then select these and just delete them. As you can see, this is becoming smoother. Not this. Let me lock it here. Becoming smoother, becoming smoother. I think this is better. Okay. I think this is better. Highlight and delete these. Not really, didn't give me the effect that I wanted, but no problem. Can always make adjustment. Okay, trying to find some shortcuts here. Okay, let's see if I can win here. Not really, not really, not really, but let's see. Okay, looks like we have won. Looks like we have won. Okay, guys, I'm happy with this. Happy with this. Now let's get into the fun part. Okay, let's get into the fun part. The fun part is creating this 3D illusion. Okay, this is my first attempt. I'm going to go to this and then I want extrude. Okay, I've selected the orange part and I'm going to drag. Okay, it's not working. Let me make sure that this is not grouped. Make sure that I can select the orange part. I'm happy with that. Go to extrude. This is what I want. Okay, let's see. Okay, now what we want to do, we want to change the color. Okay, it's been a while since I have worked with this. Okay, but I want to change the color. Here is it. Okay, okay, this is what I want. Let me change it to a color that I'm going to easily see. Okay, then I need to zoom out. I need to zoom out, and then let me put this on top like this. Okay. Oh, sorry guys, sorry about that. Okay, that's what I want. Go to extrude and see how big this is, then make it small a little bit. Okay, this one is starting to look like it. And in terms of the S, our S letter, okay. And remember, guys, these letters are not some sort of the same. Okay, they are not exactly the same. So meaning that we might have some sort of a different effect than the one that is there. Okay, we might have a different effect than the one that is there. Okay, I think I'm happy with this. Yeah, I'm happy with this. Zoom out. Okay, as you can see, we've got some sort of a base foundation of our 3D. Let's see if we can do this, trying to imitate this. Let's see if we are going to win. Things are not going to be ugly. It looks like things are not ugly. Okay, it can give us what we want. Okay, it can give us what we want. I'm happy with this. Happy with this, but it looks like, go down a little bit. Yes. Okay. Let's see. I'm a bit confused. A bit confused. Okay, this is what we are going to do. We are going to opt for some sort of working around the bottom part, okay, so that it can look like exactly what we want, and we will manipulate all the other parts which didn't look exactly like what we want. Okay, let's just zoom in. Okay, I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this. Okay, I'm happy with this. And then let's see in terms of these colors, how many things can we change here? It's only that one. Okay, and this one. From this one to this one. Okay. Let me some sort of do this and then do this a little bit. Okay. I hope you get what I'm trying to do. Okay. Remember, these are the things that we can change later. It's not like it's a do or die situation. Okay. It's not like it's a do or die situation. This is something that we can change later. Okay. I'm happy with this. And then what we are going to do, guys, now, this is an effect. Okay. Some sort of, we can say it's an object. Okay. Okay. Let's see. This is where we were. Okay. We cannot adjust other things. Nope. This is not what I want. Okay. Okay. Lighting. I don't need this. Okay. I think this is fine. Okay. I think this is fine. So what I want to do now, remember this is an object. So let's just make a copy of this, duplicate, keep this one in case we want to come back to it. Okay. Okay. My coloring, my orange doesn't look as strong as this one. The reason is this one has got some effects. So when I'm sampling it, I think it takes the original orange. It doesn't take this one, okay, because this is the orange that I want. This orange and this one is not the same. So I will deal with that later, okay? So now what we want to do, this is an effect, as you can see, something that you can change and okay. Now we want to lock it in so that it can be some sort of two-dimensional pieces or layers. So what we are going to do, just like with the contour, let's just press Control K. Okay, let's see what we have. I hope we're not going to have million pieces which are difficult to control. Okay, as you can see, undo, okay. Let's see the pieces and how they move separately, okay. Okay, these are the pieces and this is how they move separately. So what I want to do, I want these to be some sort of one color, okay. And in case it's a combination of many pieces, I want them to be one piece, okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going, sorry, okay, I'm going to ungroup these. Let me just move them, sorry, just move them here. Let me ungroup these. Let me ungroup. I think it's a lot of pieces. And then what do I want to do? Let me try to weld them first. Okay, as you can see, okay, let me click undo. Okay, before welding them, let me just group them and make a copy in case I might need this, okay? In case I might need this. So let me ungroup everything, and let me weld these so that they could be one two-dimensional layer, as you can see. So what I want to do now, let me sort out these colors, okay? I'm not convinced if this orange is this one. So let me quickly work on that. I'm not convinced at all. I'm not convinced at all. Okay. This is orange that I want. Okay. Which I believe, let me put it here. It's which one then? This is not it. Is it this one? Okay. Let's see. Sample it. As you can see, now it's changing. Okay. As you can see, now it's changing. So this is the orange that I wanted. Okay. But still, it's not as strong as that one. Obviously, it's an illusion. Okay. Maybe I'm colorblind. Enough about that. Let's continue, guys. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to add a little bit of black in this orange so that it can be different than the orange that is on top. How are we going to go do that? We are going to click this and then go to black here in our color palette. Here we are not going to just click left click because it changes everything. Okay, before we left click or before we click, we are going to press Control so that we can add. When we click, maybe we'll add 5 or 0.5% of black. Okay, something like this. Once, as you can see, it's a bit darker. Let's add it again. As you can see, it's becoming darker. Okay, so I'm just changing it so that it can be some sort of different a little bit. Okay, now we have to put this where it was. Are we going to know where it was? I'm hoping. Yes, I think we got it. Okay, I think we got it. Okay, let's just double check. Okay, let's just double check. Let's use this as a reference. Let's use this part as a reference, this one. Okay, so if this one fits exactly, then we know we got it. Okay, guys, this is what we have. Okay, we're getting there. We are getting there a little bit. Okay, now what we can do, let's solve this part, the white part, this one. Okay, this one. Okay, and then we are done. Okay, so what I'm going to do in that one, I'm going to use a contour. Okay, let's see, these are standalone part. Okay, So I'm going to use a contour, shift this, shift this, shift this, shift this, shift this, control G. Okay, and then I'm going to use a contour. Okay, going to use a contour to get in a little bit. Okay, something like this. But there in this design, this contour is bigger than mine. Okay, I think I think this can work. Okay, let's make it something like this. Okay, so meaning that ours it's not going to be as big as this one. Okay, if I could have some sort of noticed this before, maybe we were going to make this bigger, but I overlooked it and then I started with this one. Okay, overlooking that one, but that's not a train smash. I hope you are learning the tools and techniques. Okay, and then from here let's press Ctrl K to unlink this to unlink this color and the white color, as you can see. Okay, and then what we are going to do now, we need to create a 3D illusion. Okay, what we are going to do, we're going to deal with that one by one. Okay, so first we're going to have a grayish color. Okay, sample this grayish color at its strongest. Okay, now some sort of painting like one by one. I didn't want that. I wanted everything at once, but that's not a problem. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, let me use transparency. Use transparency. Okay, something like this. Okay, now it's applying to all of these which I don't want. Undo. Okay, Control Y, let me redo that. Okay, now let me Control K. Okay, I hope I have broken this. Control K. Okay, it's not broken. Let me do this. Ungroup. Let's see. Yes. Okay, now let's apply transparency. Okay, apply transparency. Okay, as you can see, this is not as dark as that one. Okay, so let me do this. Undo, undo, undo. Okay, let me add a little bit of gray. Okay, somewhat like this. I'm happy with this. Okay, let me ungroup. And then let me add opacity. Okay, at least this is visible. Okay, at least this is visible the way I want. Okay, now what we want to do, we want it to have that effect of 3D. As you can see, this is not like in the middle, all of it. Okay, we can achieve that by taking this to here. Okay, something like this. Okay, zoom in. Okay, we are creating this 3D illusion. Okay, let's see how far we can go. Double click here. Okay, guys, I think we have ran out of time a little bit. Okay, so I'm not going to finish this video. I will have to do a part 2 of it so that when we've got time, then there is no disturbance. We can continue. Okay, but what we want to do here, we want to create an illusion of a 3D, as you can see, something like this. Okay, as you can see now, it's starting to pop. Okay, some sort of a 3D illusion. And also, in order for us to fulfill that, we need to close this gap a little bit. As you can see, ours it's a bit bigger. Okay, so guys, I'm sorry about ending this video like this. We will continue next time. There will be some sort of little bit of noise. Somebody will talk to me, and then there will be a lot of noise and we might get disturbed. I'm Matthew Msingati, the designer and developer. If you like the content like this, please subscribe. See you on the next one.